Hello comrades and welcome to a show-off video for a new mod, Awakening of Europe. You may have noticed it appeared on ModDB, maybe more than a week ago now. It's a really cool mod. It runs alongside Red Rising, and basically it's a mod about kind of like Europe falling apart into different revolutions, as well as Russia, and I'm pretty sure even the United States is gonna have a few things maybe mentioned. I haven't exactly talked too much with the developers of the team yet. A friend of mine donated to a Patreon, apparently like $3 or something, and he got access to the mod, and so I messaged the creator. I'm not very big on donating money towards mods or YouTubers, and it's not like I don't want to support them or anything. It's just, you know, if somebody's making a mod and they're not really sure if they're even going to release it, you know, I don't want to, you know, put money into something that's obviously going to go nowhere. So thankfully though, he actually gave me access to the mod for free. No donation or Patreon pay or anything. I told him I'd advertise it on the channel here, and I'd show it up close because you know, they've posted some screenshots and stuff, and there's a whole lot of interesting lore and whatnot. There are single player missions, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure about multiplayer, how that'll work, if they will even go into that, but yeah. Also, for now, it is it requires Red Rising to run. I asked if they planned to eventually have it be standalone without another mod to support it up, and the guy said yes, but they're not sure when they're gonna do that. So, but it's kind of cool that it works at Red Rising, because Red Rising has a bunch of factions as it is. There's even a European army faction, which could work pretty cool into the story. So I'll have some battles and such to show, but first, all the infantry and whatnot. So, yeah, starting we have the nation of Czechia, or Czech Republic, whatever the current name is. Anyway, there's the Slovak Legion, so there's Ukrainians, Russians, I'm assuming Belarusians from the red and white flag and the horse emblem. I'm assuming Belarusians. I'm not sure as to what exactly this is. Maybe I think it's supposed to be a Slavic unity symbol or something. I can't remember, but it's pretty cool. I'm assuming like Southern Slavs, Serbs, Bosnians, or like Yugoslavians and so on. I got the main army here, and obviously I can't put down all the units because the mod crashes just like Interwar if I try putting down every single faction's unit. But there's a bunch of really cool, unique equipment and guns that I haven't seen before from any other mod, which is pretty cool. Like this gun, for example, it is some kind of AK variant or something like that. It's pretty cool looking. And again, I don't know if like this is an actual gun that's in usage or what, but it's pretty cool, and it fits really nicely. So yeah. So I got the standard infantry. Got machine gunners. You got the Spec Ops, which this is what all the Spec Ops guys will look like. This guy right here. Very nice. You got the tank crew, and they have two different skins, normal and then desert. There's also actually, you know what? Shot. Let's take you. I think so. Yep. Also new animations, as you just saw him do. Yep. So there's different kind of patches of some kind. I don't know if these are actual regiments or what, but it's pretty cool. Just a small detail there. Kind of army unit of some kind. Alright, moving on. We have the German Reich, or European Union Reich kind of thing. I read a little bit of the lore. I can't remember exactly, unfortunately, but you guys go check it out. It's really cool. We got the Black Legion here. And I'm showing each one of these units because they all have a very unique helmet type. This kind, this looks like something from like maybe Mass Effect or some future mod. It's really well detailed. There's also some other guns. Very cool looking. Squad lead. This is one of the heroes. It's like Urich or Urich or something. I can't remember how to pronounce it or how it's even spelled, but this guy's the leader of it. Now it's kind of funny that this is a fascist faction, yet he's using one of those weird helmets that the Israeli army uses. This is the guy with his uniform and equipment. This is without, which is pretty cool looking. The kind of detail. Also, very interesting flag for the Reich. Actually, I can show you up here. There's it. Yeah. So these are all the different factions and such. But that's the European or Germanian Reich. Oh wait, no, I think this is like it's supposed to be the European Reich kind of flag. This middle one here. This one to the left is Islamic England, which is kind of funny considering their situation in real life. Alright, back to it. Let's see, we got the Fallschirmjägers. Fairly standard looking unit. Got an interesting emblem or patch there. They got different camos. They have winter and desert. Pretty cool to see that included. I want to say that this is like similar to what the Arma skins are like, or maybe this is like the base Arma skin, but they just changed it. I can't be certain because I mean I've played Arma, but I've like only played it modded. I haven't played the unmodded for like ever. So yeah. This here is called Meat, but they're basically the Home Guard Volkssturm kind of unit. I think it's called the Volkssturm. I can't be exact. There's much more of them to choose from, obviously, but I just put down a few that were interesting. Got modern weapons, old, and so on. So here we got the army. Pretty cool. I think this is supposed to be like the European Union Reich military, because these guys are in a tab called Regulars. And then of course you have these guys who are also considered Regulars, but they're, I guess they'd be like more German Reich instead of European Reich. I have that eagle patch, armband. You got Spec Ops here. Very nice looking. But yeah, the standard infantry seem to have this kind of armband. Flamer, machine gunner, you got the officer. Here we have the Sturmovai, which I don't know if there's a specific name for them, but again, similar to the Fallschirmjäger, the Flecktarn kind of style. Pretty nice unit though. Yeah, Tankman. Now you can tell here we have the glorious Antifa, or anti-fascist, which is a very controversial group. A little, what's the little thing say here? Pride. And even did some vans here. So obviously against the fascist Reich, European Reich or whatever. Stop new envies. So yeah, the faction's called Envies. Stop white human. Feminists for Islam. It's such a meme. There's also flags too, but I didn't put those down. Alright, moving on. We got New Russia. Also, with these guys being included, this is why I assumed they would have focused on the American theater as well. Anyway, so we got New Russia. Very interesting design. Makes me think of the provisional government idea. Not really a Not really a monarchy, but still trying to hold together what the Russian Empire's territory was. Very interesting. And again, there's a whole bunch of lore and whatnot for the different factions too. So if you hop over to the ModDB page, which I'll put in the description, you know, it explains all of the lore and whatnot. Very cool. We got squad lead, got the scouts. And we have maybe it's an elite unit of some kind. Nah, they're just standard infantry, I think. Got the tankmen too. They even have a different patch. So they got the little tank there, so it's like obviously a tank unit or tank regiment. Very nice. Moving on to the Russian Federation, or what remains of it during this time period. Pretty cool. You have this blue armband to signify their guys. And very nice equipment too. Some of it I've seen before, but some of it's from mods that were in Assault Squad 1, and they just kind of died there. They never got ported over or updated, so it's nice to see. We got the Rosso Guardia, which was actually it was a police mod for Cold War during Assault Squad 1, and then it just kind of it just like these units, it kind of died there, and it's pretty cool to see because they even got the little baton working. I ported over the skins, and I always liked these. And it was a shame that no mod had picked them up. They always made their own Russian police. They even have their car, the Guardia. And I'm assuming Russo Guardia is like the National Guard of Russia, or like something similar to it. I don't see or hear much of it, but I do recognize the flag. So you got the riot police there. You got the face mask down, face mask up. And we have like I guess the more militia army style. I recognize that because you can see that in the Victory Day parade. And march out. Similar to an Oman style, that blue. Very nice though. Very interesting helmet too. Here we have the no, these are the Chechens. So obviously you have Ramzan Kadyrov and his loyalists. I think that's like him right there. And the little kind of Islamist Chechen flag style. And it's kind of interesting how Russia forced out the Islamists, but now it's like slowly accepting them back as long as they're loyalist type. Chechnya has a very interesting history, especially its recent history. Here we have the Russian FSB. Very nice unit. Yeah, it looks like almost like it's a GoPro or something on his head. No idea. The squad lead. Very interesting. The body armor and the helmets they wear. There's also a few different texture mods. Some of them have like multicam or Marpat. It's very nice. Here we have the Russian GRU. So you can see that there. It's a Spetsnaz Special Forces unit of some kind. The GRU. Got a classic VDV and their iconic blue berets. The proper emblem there. These guys don't bother to wear the armband. A little VDV thing there. Here we have the gosh, I want to say it's like some kind of organization thing that Russia ran that was like supposed to be a counter to the UN. Not exactly like the UN, but like the peacekeeping forces of it. And it didn't do too well, so eventually, like after a few years it got disbanded. I think like most of the key members quit. And so yeah, that's what that is. Here we have the Russian volunteers. So these guys, I guess, come from other neighboring countries like Kazakhstan and other, like Belarus and whatnot, that would view Russia in a more favorable light, because you know they've gained personal wealth from it. I'm assuming it says volunteer or something. Pretty cool though. It is always kind of interesting to think of who would come to Russia's aid if they ever were attacked and so on. And we've got Vladimir Putin, Medvedev, and some random deputy. Got some propaganda posters here too, as you can see in the background, obviously. Alright, moving on, we have the RNA, the Don Cossacks, the Don Cossacks. These guys obviously have taken part in the Russian-Ukrainian war in the early days and even now. They're a pretty cool unit though. I think they're described as like a Cossack National Guard. Or like the Cossacks as an organization are considered a National Guard unit in Russia, so I think that's what these guys would be. Very interesting. I don't know what the RNA stands for, I can't remember. Here we have, oh gosh, a complex name of some kind that I'm blanking on, which I wouldn't be able to pronounce anyway, but pretty interesting unit. When I first saw this helmet, I thought it was like the US M1 helmet, or like something similar, because the way he had the hat under it kind of threw me off for a bit, but pretty cool unit. Very interesting. I think this is the PKM from Call to Arms. Looks similar to it. Don't quote me on that. Here we have the Militia. Obviously there's a lot more than just this, but not Militia, Partisan, but it's still pretty cool. And this is a very interesting shotgun. It's like a revolver thing. I haven't seen it before, so I'll show you how it works. Very interesting. Also, another fun thing. This is another interesting gun that I haven't seen before. A homemade shotgun. But as you see his taser here. It actually works. You shoot him twice and he's still down. Which is pretty cool. Actually no, I think he's dead, but if you shoot him once and then you let them get back up, you can shoot him again, which is pretty funny.
Слушаю, командир.
That you got a working taser in this game. I didn't think I'd ever see that. I know UFO tried to do tear gas, which kind of works. So that's the Partisanis. Here we have, I think, the Standard Army. No, I think this is an elite unit. Let's take a look. It's the Zalesche. Z-A-L-E-S-J-E. Zalesche or something. Pretty cool unit. Very intimidating face mask. And these guys are like Imperial revisionists or something, because they sport the Russian Imperial flag, the black, white, and yellow. And we got the Standard Army. We got the 3 different main uniforms that they sport. That one, this one, this one. It's pretty cool. There's a mod from a long time ago that briefly went to Assault Squad 1. It's another one that kind of got lost in time. It's called the White Power mod. And it was this fictionalist kind of Ukrainian ultranationalist and Russian ultranationalist going to war. This was like from 2009, 2010. No, it was 2012. That's what it was from. But these really weird green uniforms is part of it. It's called Velik Rus. Very interesting faction. Here we have the different heroes. I can't remember their names, but I'm assuming we'll see them in the single player missions. I'll have to control them or something like that. Very cool. Here we go. This better shows the different uniforms. So these are the 4 different uniforms the faction uses. Ugly green, the middle, almost Marpat-like or something. Green, and then this Gorka. Very cool. This guy's using the L85, I think. Or some weird silent semi-variant. These are the Spec Ops and the Scouts. Very cool. This is another special unit of some kind. I'm blanking on the name though. You can see the emblem there. Some guy riding a horse, swinging a lance or something. Very cool. Very unique. Yeah, desert camo, you got winter camo as well, which I won't really bother showing, but very nice. We also have these, the Spec Ops unit of some form. It's a Sturmovai, so it doesn't have like an exact name, but it's just an elite unit. Here we have the Varia, V-A-R-A-Y, Varia, whatever. It's like a right-wing militia or special ops group. And here we have the, it's like von Juden or something. So it's like a Jewish thing. So yeah, you can see it on the armband here. Vatan Juden. Wonder what that means. Pretty cool though. It almost makes me think like the Hitler Youth. So maybe that's what that is. Some youth group of some kind. That's it for the RNA. It's a fairly large faction. Now I wasn't sure if I should place this down or not, but I don't recognize these guys as part of Red Rising. I might be wrong. But this is the United States Army. Carrying the custom weapons and crap, so I'm assuming that it's from the mod Awakening of Europe, not our Red Rising. If I'm wrong, you can make the correction. Here we have the elites. Pretty cool. Makes me think of the National Guard unit that was standing on the Lincoln Memorial steps. Just about the sunglasses and wearing NVGs. Very interesting. One of those new kind of guns. The flamers, scout, grenadier. We've got the marines, which obviously I know it's not the marines that you and I are thinking of, or that you traditionally think of. These guys here. Standard SMG, but a female variant. Same with the sniper. Also, something interesting, the way they have the P90. It's a pistol.
Got it, sir.
I really like the sounds, though. Certainly different. That's it for the United States faction. And last but not least, obviously you cannot have a collapsing Russia without a communist faction. So we got the USSR. We got the Standard Army, the VDV, even as the VDV Airborne from the Soviet Union. We got Scouts, which is sporting an interesting emblem. Very cool. Here we have the Sturmiktov, so it doesn't have a specific name, but I'm sure these guys will have a name in the single player missions and whatnot. Very cool looking. Almost makes me think of a Juggernaut with that thick kind of neck stuff. Very cool. And we got the Tankman. Even other little Soviet emblems. And we got the standard vehicle support. So obviously these guys would be combating the other two factions, so they'd need a an armband to signify their difference. And that is about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. From all the different flags present here, I have a feeling that we're going to see some more kind of East European. So we got like some Polish fascists. Obviously we'll have Ukraine of some kind. They have Kaliningrad for some reason, or Königsberg, for those of you properly educated. Islamic Turkey, Islamic England. Kind of funny. You got the Democratic U.S. You got Islamic Dagestan. You got Czechia, Chechnya, both Chechenyas. So this is a really cool mod. I'm happy I got early access to it to be able to show it off and hopefully encourage you guys to give it its support. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna try more often of doing recording a day or two ahead and then uploading, like scheduling the upload so that way it's not like waiting each day. I know I have a Wasteland video to do and I have some YouTuber Wars stuff, but other than that, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do check out the mod again, and if they ever make a Discord, I'll make a link to that eventually, if they do ever make one. But yeah, I'll have some cool battles too, this mod. There's gonna be a lot of fun with it. Alright, have a good morning, good day, good night, whenever you see this, and I shall see you soon.